Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. It's Nev here on Rainbow Tarot UK. Thanks ever so much for joining me for this pick a card reading. And today we're doing something a little bit different to what I normally do, although I have done them in the past before. So this is your career, and we're looking at, what's coming next for you in terms of your career and finances, or what to expect next. So we've got our three piles to choose from. We've got pile number one, which is this card. With the word alliance on it and a little orange pumpkin there. And then there's pile number two, which is this card with the word conversation, and that's with the little green pumpkin. And then we've got pile number three, which is this card that says big water, and that is with the red pumpkin. So those are your three piles to choose from. Go for the one that feels right, and I'll see you really, really soon in your reading. Bye for now. Hi pile number one, welcome back to your reading. So today we are doing what you can expect next in terms of your career and finance, and you chose to come into the reading under this card, which is the card that says Alliance, card number three, the little orange pumpkin here. So I'm just going to put that there because we're fast approaching Halloween or Samhain. And I also pre-shuffled a couple of oracle cards, so let's take a look at those as well. How you all doing? Is everyone doing good? I do hope you are. Sending you all my love and light as always. So let's just check these oracle cards out. So we have got the Mother, card number one here, the Mother. All right, so we've got the Alliance, the Mother as well. And we've got the rune of Laguz. Okay, so straight away what I feel is, in terms of what's coming next for you, I feel like there's something coming along which is something that you're going to kind of intuitively know is right for you in terms of your career. You may have a strong intuitive feeling about your next move in your career, what you should do. And I think this kind of reading is saying or confirming that you should listen to that. Some of you might be going into some sort of partnership here, with your main card being Alliance. So maybe partnering with a new business partner for some of you, maybe partnering with a new company, or just deepening the bonds in your company that you're in at the moment. So maybe something whereby you're maybe given more responsibility or more, because we also have kind of like this kind of marriage ring here, which is making me think of commitment. So maybe you're deepening the bonds and committing more in your current situation, or you're creating some kind of alliance or partnership which is going to have a very long life to it. It's going to have a lot of longevity to it. You're going to commit to it. So again, that could be, like I say, a new business partner, or just some partnership within your work, or maybe you're moving into another workplace where you're going to build a strong bond with that company or with that workplace, and you're going to be in it for a long time. And intuitively, you might know that it's the right thing for you to do, or you've been having a lot of intuitive hits that this is the right move for you. It's going to feel, I feel like what's coming up for next for you, you're going to feel very nurtured with the Mother card here. You're going to feel very nurtured. You're also going to be moving into something that maybe for some of you relies on your intuition or relies on that sort of feminine energy. So maybe it's a career path which is very giving, very nurturing, very loving. A carer, you might be going into some sort of caring role. Now that can cover a whole range of spectrums. But it's maybe something around where you're giving, caring, nurturing, listening, that sort of receptive energy, really. And it might, for some of you, be a bit of a change. It may be a bit of a change from what you're doing currently, and you're being asked to just go with that change with the Laguz rune, to just go with the flow, to just be receptive to it, to just allow yourself to move into it. So those are just some of the initial hits that I'm getting in terms of what to expect next. But it's definitely something that you are going to feel very valued in. You're going to feel very valued in. You're going to feel very cared for. As well as being something that you could also be somebody who's very caring within your sphere of work, or very supportive, and very intuitive. There's a strong feeling with all this feminine energy, because it feels very feminine, this energy of you listening to your intuition and maybe using your intuition strongly in the work that you do, which for some of you might be different or a change to what you're currently doing, but you're being asked to listen to that, to go with that. Okay, so let's see. First of all, I just want to get a bit of a sense of maybe what's going on for you at the moment in terms of your career and finance. And that's a good way of you maybe also checking to see if this is the right pile. Just to remind you, of course, it's a general reading, so please just take the messages that resonate, that feel right to you. If they don't feel right to you, maybe they're for somebody else. And it is a timeless reading. So let's just ask, where is pile number 1 currently in terms of their career at the moment? Well, finances, career, where are they? What's their energy? So we have the 9 of Cups. Oh, gosh, okay. The King of Wands. We have the 2 of Pentacles. We have the Sun card. And we have the 10 of Pentacles. So at the moment, my goodness, at the moment, career and finances, there's 2 ways to read this, really. I would say that at the moment, it could be that finances are a little bit low for you with the 2 of Pentacles here, or they're not something that you can rely on, and maybe it's a bit tricky for you. And what you're wishing for, what you're dreaming for, is something that is going to make you feel very stable. So with the 10 of Pentacles being the overarching energy, maybe you want to feel stable, don't we all? Stable and secure in your career situation. You want to feel financially abundant. You want to feel like, you know, you can get whatever you want from the money that you are making. And you believe that if you can find that, it's going to make you really, really happy. You're looking for success. You want success in your situation. And there may be a dream that you have with the 9 of Cups that you really want to fulfill. And part of that dream could be that you want to maybe work for yourself, or that you want to be in charge, or you want to be a leader. You want to be, I feel like as well, many of you want to be happy in your work. Many of you at the moment are feeling like you want to be happy in your work. You want to feel abundant in your work. You want to feel like it's not impacting your health negatively. You want to feel good, obviously, in what you are doing. But because we've got this 2 of Pentacles here, which is often a card of financial instability, or financial sort of robbing Peter to pay Paul, then you might not be quite there yet for many of you. Maybe you're thinking that with an alliance, with maybe getting a new job or going into a new company, or linking in with someone else, it's going to advance you. It's going to it's going to develop you in some way. Or it could be that you have got 2 choices at the moment. You feel like there's 2 paths that you can go down within your career. You might be in a career that's very settled, very stable with the 10 of Pentacles here, very reliable. It gives you what you need. It materially, because the 10 of Pentacles is material happiness and stability. So materially, it might be doing it for you, but there's something in it that maybe isn't fulfilling you spiritually or emotionally, right? So you might be thinking that there's a bit of a choice. That might be why you've got all these cards around. Listen to your intuition, go with your intuition. What feels right, you're being called to follow what feels right. Obviously, without being reckless, but I'm just saying it could be that for some of you, you feel like there's a choice whereby you might want to develop something for yourself with the King of Wands here. The King of Wands is master of everything they do. It may be something that you want to be, maybe many of you want to be, because the King of Wands is a very extrovert character. It's a character that's very seen. So maybe some of you want to be seen on social media. You want to make it on social media. You want to have your own channel or your own, develop your own business in some way. And that might be what speaks to your heart. That might be your dream. But it could be that you think, maybe it's a bit of a risk. Maybe I'll take a hit financially if I do that. but it's, you know, it's something that I just keep thinking about, I just keep wanting to do, and maybe I should do it. So that is where I think some of you are at in this pile. Now, if that doesn't sound like your situation at all, then you might want to listen to another pile. But let's now get out some cards on, you know, what's going to be coming up next for you. So we've had a little bit of it here, but let's get some more cards out on what's going to be coming up next for pile number 1 in terms of their career and finance. And what is actually going to be coming up next for pile number 1 in terms of their career and finance. So we've got cultivate peace. Again, we've got these two, haven't we? I definitely feel for some of you there's some sort of partnership coming up, some kind of new alliance emerging, or a deepening of some sort of alliance that you're already in. So a deep, you know, maybe getting promoted in your company, getting feeling more appreciated by the company that you're in, or moving to somewhere that does appreciate you, a new alliance, something like that. And that's going to make you feel more at ease, more peaceful. It's going to be the right decision for you. Let's see what else we've got. What's coming up for pile number 1? Oh, gosh. So I've got 2 that have come out here. We've got more than that. Oh, no, I can't take all of those. I'm going to just take that one that's flipped over, which is Saturn. And this says, feel restricted, experience struggle, learn hard work and patience. Okay, so let's put that there. That's a Saturn energy, right? Okay, so let's get some more out. Let's get out one of these. What's coming up for pile? What's next for pile number 1 in terms of their career and finance? What can they expect next? Get more information. Right, okay, and then we'll have this one. What to expect next in terms of career? The man, the significant card or the signifying card for a man, and the partner card for a woman. Yeah, there's definitely, you might be getting help from someone. You might be getting connection or news from someone, or somebody might be approaching you. You might be being literally headhunted by somebody here, right? In terms of your, but there might be just sort of like with the get more information, the Saturn energy. If that is the case, if somebody's coming towards you, making you an offer, maybe wanting you to come and work for them, I think there's some advice here about making sure that you look at everything that's being given to you. So make sure you look at all the contracts, make sure you don't sign anything until you're sure about what it is you're being offered, and expect to work hard, because we've got the Saturn energy, which is learn hard work and patience. But I think it is going to be something long term that will be a huge benefit to you. But just make sure that if you do go into something new, or if you are going to get promoted in your current situation or whatever, that you study all of the contracts, that you look carefully at it, that you make sure that you dot the I's and cross the T's kind of thing, and expect to work kind of hard in that, because that's what's coming up. Let's see what we've got in terms of what to expect next. For some of you, this is just an aside, and it might be very specific. For some of you, you might actually be considering going into partnership with your partner, with your lover, with your, there might be like a family thing that you want to go into, a family business or a family idea. It might be a dream or a wish to pursue something in that way, because that could also be what's coming up for some of you. So what's next for pile number 1 in terms of career and finances? We've got, look at this, look. Somebody's literally, there's like a contract here or something saying sign this, isn't it? Can you see it? It's literally that. So I feel like somebody's definitely going to make you an offer of a new contract, or either by a new employer or within your employment situation, for some of you. But it could also be with the Emperor here, that you are going to develop that business, that you are going to take that business idea or take that, take that idea and, create a plan, create a strategy to move it forward. So some of you could be working for yourself here. And what's coming up next for part number 1? We've got the Ten of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and we've got the Moon card, and we've got the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so I definitely feel for some of you that you are going to be either working for yourself or working in or going into some sort of role which is going to have more responsibility than you've currently got, right? And initially it might feel, because you've got the Saturn energy as well, initially it might feel quite heavy. With the Ten of Wands, you might feel like you've got a lot of responsibility, okay? But it is going to definitely get better. So initially when you start the role, when you get into it, it's going to feel heavy. You're going to feel, you might be questioning whether you've done the right thing. But because you've got the Eight of Wands right next to it with all this colour, okay, and it was reminding me of a rainbow, it just makes me feel that it's soon going to, like the clouds are soon going to part and you're going to see the rainbow. So you're going to see the potential of the situation. You're going to see hope in the situation. You're going to feel, you're going to feel like this is the right place for you to be. And also rainbows have a pot of gold at the end of them, don't they? So I feel like financially, this is going to be the right move for you. But it definitely involves you maybe signing a new contract or setting up something for yourself, coming up with a plan or a strategy of something whereby you can develop yourself. And it might initially, if that's the case and you're already in a role, it might initially just be a sideline, in which case you have to sort of like balance, two things at the same time. But there's a huge amount of hope for that sideline or that side hustle, if it is a sideline or side hustle, to develop and grow and to have a huge amount of potential for it. The moon, again, because the moon is also about deep unconscious feelings. It's about intuition. Maybe it's something that you don't see coming, this move into either a new contract, a new alliance in a new company, or a increase in responsibility within your current workplace. Maybe you don't see that coming with the moon card here, but it's definitely, I would say, the right move, because you've got the sun and the moon, which is about balance. So this is definitely going to be, the right move for you to take. Now, the Four of Pentacles, maybe there is, maybe initially there's a little bit of resistance within you to doing anything different. Okay, so maybe that you like to keep it as a dream, and to make it a reality, there's still a little bit of a resistance within you to doing that. But I think with this Four of Pentacles showing this person trying to get into the safe, I think you'll realise that it has the potential to bring you a huge amount of wealth, which you're maybe not seeing at the moment. So maybe you're thinking, that's not going to bring me wealth, that's not going to bring me any money. So maybe it's kind of hidden from you at the moment, but I think it has the huge potential to bring you wealth. So because this person is just about to crack this safe open, where presumably there's a lot of money. So I feel that that's what's going to happen for you. I think your career is changing, either in the sense that you're developing something for yourself that can bring you added wealth and make you feel happier, I think, because you might already be in a settled situation here, or you are going to, get a promotion, go to another company where they promote you, they give you a new position, make you sign a new contract. And the other thing as well, I think the guidance here as well, is that you really need to listen to your intuition in this situation. So listen to what your intuition is telling you as well, because, that's probably the best guide, to be honest. because we've got the moon, we've got the mother, we've got the lagoons. It's all about that feminine energy. Listen to what your intuition is telling you. It may be with the get more information. You just need to spend a little bit more time planning it, coming up with a strategy, coming up with ideas, looking at all of the pros and cons. And like I said, also just making sure that you read all the contracts, if it's a new contract, that kind of thing. So you sort of study it well, but go as well with your intuition, go with what you feel is right. But I feel like that is what is coming up for you. There are opportunities for you to create a new alliance, create a new partnership, and or start some sort of, start some kind of business idea that might be a dream at the moment for you. Let's see if we've got any charms. So what's coming up for pile number 1 in terms of their career and finance? Let's have a look here. So we have the Star, which I'm going to put on this kind of card that has the 8 of Wands, which is about hope, following your dream, following your wish, going for it really. So I'm going to put that there. Then we also have the Bee. Now that makes me feel that you are going to have to work hard. I do feel like you're being very busy over the next little while. It is going to feel initially like there's a little bit of a weight to it, but that will soon pass, as I've said. I feel like that will soon pass, but maybe, like when you start a new job, or you go into a new company, or you begin a new contract, it does feel a little bit overwhelming initially, but I think you will soon move away from that, and it will feel much better with the 8 of Wands here. You'll lose that sense of heaviness, and you'll become very focused on what you want. And again, with this little dog here on this person's arm, it just makes me feel you'll be loyal to it. So whatever you choose, you're going to be loyal to it here, and they're going to be loyal to you. And then we have the Dragon, which just makes me feel, immediately I get the word power. So I feel like this situation, this new alliance, or this deepening of an alliance, or this new venture is going to make you feel powerful and strong, for sure. And there's going to be a lot of passion in it with all that fire. I feel like you're going to feel very passionate about it. But anyway, pile number 1, that has been your reading. I hope you've liked it. If you have, do consider subscribing, liking. Otherwise, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 2, welcome back to your reading. So today we are doing what can you expect next in terms of your career and finance. And you chose to come into the reading under this card, which is card number 13. It has the word conversation on it. Okay, right, and the little green pumpkin here. So I'm going to put that there so we can see it. All right, and I've also shuffled some oracle cards, so let's take a look at those. So we've got Jera, the rune of Jera, and we have got Tia. Right, okay. I feel like maybe for some of you with the Tia, there might have been some, you might have felt some sorrow or some upset in your career and finance, or things might not be going that great for you, or maybe they haven't gone that great for you historically. Maybe there's been a little bit of suffering in terms of your career, because we even have in the Jera rune here these little things that look like tears as well. So maybe there's been some suffering, some heartache, things haven't gone your way. Maybe there's some suffering, you haven't felt things have been going your way. But I feel like this with the Jera rune, because the Jera rune is about harvest, really. It's about bringing in the harvest. But maybe because it's depicted here by the honeybee, and the honeybee has to go through a lot of stages before it can actually get to that honey, before it can make the honey. So maybe you've had to go through a lot in your career. You feel like you've had to go through a lot, and what you're wanting is to finally reap the harvest, to get some results, really. And maybe those have been a little bit lacking for you. Now, it could be for some of you that you are literally going to have a conversation with somebody, and that is going to be a breakthrough moment for you. So maybe that's coming up for you. But I feel like as well, I don't know why, for some of you, maybe this is some sort of pep talk that you're giving to yourself in terms of your career. You are basically looking at yourself, looking at where you've come, and sort of like geeing yourself up and saying, come on, I know I'm going through a bad time, or I know I've gone through difficulties or hardships, but I've got this. I know I can move forward in my career. There are always challenges, but I'm willing to go for those challenges. I'm willing to try and overcome those challenges. So for many of you, I feel that conversation is with yourself. And maybe this is a bit of a hiccup. So maybe you're going through a little bit of a lull in your career. There's a hiccup. Maybe some of you aren't working at the moment or something like that. And that is, don't get me wrong, those times are hard. If you're in that situation, those times are hard. It is a struggle. But I feel like with the Jera rune as well, your harvest is coming for you. I feel like this also could be, your harvest is coming for you. But maybe there's something around you needing to get your motivation back. And maybe that's something that you're needing to do for yourself in terms of your career, just kind of like doing whatever it takes to get you into a better mental headspace to kind of face the challenges of either getting a job or moving up in your job or doing whatever it is you do in your work to develop it, to move it on, something like that. But let's put those there for now and let's get out some other cards. And what I'm going to do first of all is I'm just going to find out what's going on for you currently as well. I'm going to have a little bit more energy on that, a few more cards on that and get a sense of what that energy is. It is a general reading, so please just take the messages that resonate, and it's timeless, so it's good for whenever you're finding it. And if you feel like you like it, then please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe. That would be fantastic. I would really appreciate it. But for pile number 2, what is their sort of current energy within work at the minute? What's going on for them in work? Let's see. So we have death. We have the 7 of Swords. Yeah, the Page of Swords. And we have the King of Wands. And the Ace of Wands. Yeah, I feel like at the moment, I just want to see what's underneath that because that's calling me. The High Priestess, yeah. Okay, so at the moment, I feel like you don't feel like maybe in your career that you've had all the opportunities that you should have had. You may feel like some things have been unfair, that you haven't had fair chances, fair opportunities. You've had maybe some bad luck or a lack of advancement possibly, and you are really hungry for change. I feel like in this pile you are really hungry for change and you're fed up with that sort of energy, really. You want success here with the King of Wands. I feel like you really want success. Maybe some of you want to go out on your own, work for yourself. You want to feel recognised. I feel like for many of you, maybe in your work situation, you haven't felt recognised. So maybe this is about, wanting to assert yourself, to have a conversation with your boss or to have a conversation with your company, and say, I feel like I've worked really hard in this company, or I feel like I've worked very hard in this job. What are the opportunities for me? Because I feel with the Ace of Wands here, you're looking for something new to begin, something new for yourself that takes you out of this energy of feeling dissatisfied, maybe underappreciated, where you don't feel like you've been maybe treated fairly for some of you. And with the Death card, you're looking for change and transformation. You're looking for renewal. You might, in many ways, be looking for a brand new career. For some of you, you might be looking for a brand new career, in which case it might be that you want to let go of something with the tear here in order to reap the rewards from something else, right? I'm just looking at that there. Yeah, so it makes me feel, again, sort of similar to pile number 1 with the High Priestess underneath, it makes me feel like intuitively you sort of know what you need to do. I feel like intuitively you kind of know what you need to do. You know what path to take, actually. I feel like you know what path to take. Or you might be getting a lot of intuitive hits about what path to take. Maybe some of you with the Page of Swords are doing a lot of research around if you did want to go into a new career path, or all the different opportunities that might be open to you. So I feel like some of you are actually currently doing that at the moment. For some of you, you might be in a position of authority. You might be in a position of power. You might be in a position where you are really seen. But maybe you're not, either you're not satisfied in that, or you want to develop something else alongside that with the Ace of Wands. That's the other way of looking at it. So you might already be quite well established, but you might be learning or thinking or planning some other way to maybe branch out, to develop it, some sort of second side hustle, something like that, which would also be transformative. And that might be around having some kind of alliance with somebody else, having a partnership with somebody else, something along those lines. That could also be what's going on for some of you. So, okay, let's get some cards now on what to expect going forwards. What we're going to expect for pile number 2 going forwards in terms of their career and finance. So some of you might already be successful, very successful in what you do, but maybe you've got some kind of secret idea, something that you maybe haven't shared with anyone else that you want to develop as well, and you could be researching that. And maybe it's not, maybe it's something that is really hidden with the Seven of Swords and the High Priestess here. You're really not sharing that with anyone, but it would be a transformation of where you are currently. So what is... some of you might be in a student with the Page of Swords here, and you might have big aspirations to for a huge career. You might want to, obviously, you want to be very successful. Maybe you want to work for yourself, and maybe you're beginning to think about how you can do that with the Ace of Wands here. Maybe some of you are thinking about being a career on social media. You want a career on social media, thinking about how to do that. Maybe you are big on social media already, because the King of Wands is a seen person. They are out there, really. So what is coming up now next? Pile number 2 in terms of career and finance. Don't quit your daydream. So not don't quit your day job, but don't quit your daydream. So there's a dream here. And that would go with some of the energy that I'm seeing here. So this is your dream. So it's saying don't, to keep hold of that dream, to go for that dream. All right. Okay, let's get out these cards here. So for pile number 2, what can I expect next in terms of career and finances? Aries, independent, bravery, passion. Aries energy, again, is making me think of, a huge amount of passion and energy, but it's the start of something, isn't it? Because it's the first sign of the zodiac. So I feel like for many of you, you're going to be starting something here, beginning something that might be a sideline or a side hustle, or some sort of new, maybe some new business venture as well, with all the wands here. Some new business venture, which you've got a lot of passion for, got a lot of fire for. Maybe you could be starting a new job. For many of you, could be starting a new job. Your dream job. Don't quit your daydream. It could be that you're starting your dream job. Okay, so what is going to be coming up for pile number 2 in terms of career and finance? We've got would you believe it? Look, listen to your intuition. Now that came out strongly as well in pile number 1, to listen to your intuition. So if you're having that strong intuition, to take note of it, is what you're being guided to do there. Okay. What's going to happen for pile number 2 next in terms of their career? What can I expect next? The ship. Travel, a journey, finances, navigation. Some of you might be going abroad to work. You might be moving, just with the ship, you might be moving from one company to another, or you might just be moving, advancing, going forwards in your work situation here. So that could be travel in work, it could be moving companies, moving positions, moving forwards in your career situation. Okay, so let's get some tarot out. So what is going to be happening for pile... What can pile number 2 expect in terms of career and finance? Oh, gosh, we've got that one that's flipped out. That one came out. So we have the Moon card. That came out in pile number 1. We have the Nine of Pentacles. So the Moon card again, after listen to your intuition, is a very intuitive card. It's like listen to that, all those, that voice, that, you know, that thing that seems crazy, that idea, that notion that seems, you know, if you look at it rationally, it might seem crazy or mad or whatever, but listen to it. Take heed of it. Be loyal to it here with a little dog on her arm there, or his arm. Be loyal to that dream, because the moon is deep unconscious. It's dreams. So be loyal to that dream. What can they expect next in terms of career and finance? And certainly a lot of finances here with the Nine of Pentacles. Queen of Wands, again, yeah. And the Knight of Cups, okay. And the Ten of Swords. So currently, I feel like currently, I feel like currently, excuse me, with the Ten of Swords, it might feel like it's a big risk. You know, if you try and harvest this dream or this idea or this side hustle, it might feel like it's a bit of a risk for you with the Ten of Swords. But there's potential, there's huge potential there. So it might feel like a bit of a risk, but can you see this tattooist is just coming to the end of that 10th sword? So, or it might, maybe for some of you, it's been a long road in terms of you having a dream. So maybe some of you have had a dream, had an idea, you've thought about something for a long time, you've had a lot of intuition about something, to develop something, and it's been a long road. Or maybe it's your dream job and you've had to, you know, go through a lot of hoops with, sorry, I was thinking of the other one there. But that's also another reference to, with the honeybee, going through a lot of stages. You've had to go through a lot of stages to get there. But I feel like you are finally getting there. You are finally getting what you want. So if it's a new job, then I feel like you're getting that. If it's your dream, I feel like if you listen to your intuition, if you go for it, then it can lead to independence. It can lead to financial independence. It can lead to recognition. It will make you feel more balanced. And it's something that you're going to absolutely love here with the Knight of Cups. But I think it's a lot about you listening to yourself, having that pep talk as well, saying to yourself, look, come on, it might feel difficult, it might feel challenging, it might feel hard. Yes, I've gone through all those stages. I feel like I've gone down on the ground a number of times, and I've had to pick myself up a number of times, dust myself down. But it's like it's saying you've just got a little bit more to go. You've just got a tiny little bit more to go. And then that dream that you've got, you know, that either that, you know, idea, that side hustle, or that dream job, or, you know, it's within your grasp. It's harvest. It's coming into harvest. You're going to get it. And you might have gone through a lot of sweat, blood and tears to get there, but it's coming here. And it will give you, you know, abundance and independence, and it will give you recognition. You will definitely be recognised. And for some of you, I can't help feeling that this is something which, you know, where you're really going to be seen. You're really, really going to be seen with the King and the Queen of Wands. People are going to maybe come to you as well for advice, for guidance, for support. So you might be in that world where you are maybe an influencer or someone that gives guidance to others in some way. Got all these jewels here, haven't we? All these pentacles as well. I mean, this is crazy and it's really, really specific. But some of you might actually want to have your own jewellery business, your own, or something with crystals or jewellery or luxury goods, luxury items, something like that. That is very specific there. Yeah, and the Knight of Cups, I just think like you're going to absolutely love it. But there's something about you kind of needing to stay loyal to it, about being loyal to it, about trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, just taking that last little step, just, you know, doing what needs to get done, and being loyal to it, right? And that will bring you success. There's something about that, doing that. So it's like, yeah, don't give up, don't quit. Listen to your intuition, move forward, be brave, go for it. Definitely. So I definitely feel that if you've got a dream, an idea, a dream job, anything like that, and you've been feeling like you're never going to get it, I feel like this reading is saying, yes, you are going to get it. It's so close. Just keep trusting, just keep going for it. And you're definitely going to have that success and financial success as well here. But it might initially feel like, oh God, this is just so heavy. When's it going to happen for me? You know, you might have gone through a lot of pain with this particular dream or idea, or yeah, I feel like some of you have gone through it, and I feel for you there, because it is tough. It's really tough when you're trying to, you know, make a dream happen. It can be tough. It can be a tough road, but you are there. You are getting there. You are nearly there. But just stay loyal to it. Don't lose the hope. Don't lose faith. Just keep going. Yeah, keep getting yourself into a good state, into a calm state. You know, do whatever that takes in terms of meditating, exercising, eating right, all of that. Stay healthy, look after yourself, and keep yourself in a good headspace, so that you can, a calm headspace, so that you can still listen to that little kind of voice of guidance telling you to keep going for it, keep moving towards it, and your harvest will come in. Let's have some charms for pile number 2. What to expect next in terms of their... The other thing as well is you just might not see it coming. You might think, God, no, you know, that's never going to happen for me with the moon card here. You know, but it is going to happen. I feel like if some of you aren't working at the moment, with the Knight of Cups, there's definitely some sort of offer coming in. An offer of either an interview or a job, something that you're going to love here. The Knight of Cups is an offer of something. Yeah. There's a little road there in the background. Yeah, an offer to move forwards, to move ahead. I don't know if you can see in the background here. There's like a little road. So I feel like this is the offer is going to be coming in to take you, to move you forward. And it's going to be something that you absolutely love. And we've got this also on the dog's lead here. This is the picture of a horse. Is it a horse or is it a unicorn? I think it looks like a horse actually, but it was reminding me of our unicorn here. But horses are fast, so maybe this is going to happen quite fast for you. I feel like she's listening to his listening to his heart or his chest there. It's like a little stethoscope, isn't it? It seems like he's on the vet's table and she's listening to his heart. So maybe, you know, your heart represents your dream. So maybe, you know, your dream is coming to you quickly and it's going to move you forward here. It's going to move you forward. But stay loyal to it. Stay loyal to that dream. Let's get out some charms here. So what's going to happen? What's coming up? What can they expect in their career and finance? Pile number 2, please. Got a few here. Yeah, the rose is love, you know, love, loyalty, and all of that. So I feel like that is about love what you do, love this dream, stay loyal to it. The book is about, I feel like the book is maybe about there's still something that you need to learn, or still something that you need, you know, still things that you need to prepare. So there's still some preparation for you to do, possibly. You know, because you're not quite there yet. So in that last little bit of time of moving forwards, of being able to move forwards, maybe there's some other bits of preparation that you need to do, that you need to work on. The moon, again, listen to that intuition. Listen to that. That is all about dreams again. Dreams, desires. It can also talk about fear. So maybe you're fearful. Maybe there's uncertainty. I think we've already talked about that, haven't we? But it's about also just just following that dream, following that intuition. And then we have this little tiny little deer here. I don't know if you can see it. Do you know what that reminds me of? I don't know if some of you are old enough to remember that Walt Disney movie Bambi, which is such a tearjerker movie. I still to this day cannot watch Bambi without absolutely sobbing my heart out. But there's always a happy ending. There's a happy ending to Bambi. So I just felt this is like a happy ending for you. It's also an ending of hope. Yeah, because and Bambi went through a lot of trials, went through a lot of hardship, went through a lot of challenges, a lot of pain. But at the end, it all turns out good. So I feel like that is a symbol for you of things turning out good. But anyway, pile number 2, that's been your reading. I hope you liked it. If you have, please do consider subscribing, hitting the notification bell, and giving me a thumbs up. Otherwise, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome back to your reading. So today we're doing a reading all about your career and what you can expect next. So you have come into the reading under this card, which is card number 36, and it says Big Water. Okay, and also the red pumpkin here. Red pumpkin, so I'm going to put that there. And I pre-shuffled a couple of oracle cards as well, so let's have a look at those. So we've got the Father. All right, got the Father there. And we have got, Fehu. Lovely. All right, so let's put those there. So I feel like straight away there's expansion in your career. There's expansion. There's, some of you might literally be, actually let's put them like this. Some of you like literally be moving abroad or having some sort of overseas connection in your career somehow, either literally moving overseas or maybe working for a company that's based overseas, or the main office is based overseas or something like that, but you're working for them. I feel like with the Fehu, the Fehu is about a gift. It's about, rewards. It's about, so I feel like it's going to be very abundant in your career. It's going to lead to a lot of rewards. You're going to get a lot of financial abundance as well with it. It might have had a bit of light and shade in it up until now. So there might have been some ups and downs in your career, I feel, with the father figure here. So it might have been mixed. You might have had mixed results up until now in terms of your career. Both good and bad, really. So it might not have been plain sailing, is what I want to say, in terms of your career. But I feel like with the father energy, with that male energy of drive, ambition, going for it, provider, protector, I feel like it's going to become more abundant for you. You're definitely going to get more abundance. And it's going to expand. I feel like there's some expansion going on. But it may have had some challenges, because 36 comes down to 9. That's making me feel, I don't know why, but it's making me think of the 9 of Wands, which is a card of challenge. But also 9s are about endings of cycles. So maybe you're moving into a new cycle of abundance, expansion. You're moving out of something tricky into something much more abundant. So out of lack into abundance, possibly. So that's the other way in which it's expanding. But let's put these here. Put them here so we can see them, and let's get out some tarot. I just want to remind you, of course, it is a general reading, so please just take the messages that resonate. If they don't resonate for you, they might be resonating for somebody else who's watching, and the reading is timeless, so it's good for whenever you are finding it. So And if you feel like you enjoy the reading, then please do give me a thumbs up and subscribe. That'd be great. And it just means I can carry on doing readings like this one, particularly if you enjoy them. But let us ask. So for pile number 3, what I'm going to ask first of all is I want to get a bit of a sense of what's the current energy, a bit more of what's on, what's going on for you currently. What's the current energy for pile number 3 in terms of finance and career? So we've got the Magician, Queen of Pentacles, the Empress, oh gosh, 9 of Swords, and the Fool. I feel like, to be honest, at the moment, what I feel is that you are ending something tough, really. So you might have been in a state of lack or a difficult situation in your career. The 9 of Swords is usually a card of feeling anxious, feeling worried, feeling stressed. So I feel there's something in your career maybe that was worrying you, stressing you out, making you feel anxious, making you feel trapped. And what I see at the moment is that you either want to manifest something new. So you could be in a situation at the moment that is stressing you out, that's making you feel stressed, and you want to leave that. You want to let that go. You want to move away from that sort of coldness into something more abundant. And I feel that, that you want to maybe create something new, that you want to feel like you're going to be more abundant, that you want to... These are very creative cards here. So my sense is that either you're in something that's stressing you out and is worrying you, and you want to move away from that, you want to let that go and create something, or you have begun something new. Maybe you're in the beginnings of something new, and it's a little bit worrying for you. You feel a bit stressed by it. Maybe you feel a bit overwhelmed by it. So maybe you've started a new job, which has the potential to be expansive, but maybe it's a bit stressful at the moment for you with the 9 of Swords. A Fool card is also about a new beginning, starting something new. So there's a lot of cards with the Magician and the Fool of starting something new. So maybe some of you have started something new. It's got the potential, it's got huge potential to give you financial abundance, to make you feel very comfortable, to give you a luxurious life, but it's a little bit stressful. Or you're in something stressful, it's giving you lack, you're not getting much from it, and you're dreaming or you're wanting to manifest, to begin again, to expand, to start something new, to be more prosperous, to be more abundant, to have more luxury in your life, to be happier, just generally. So that is kind of what I'm seeing, and I feel like that's coming for you. That's definitely coming for you. Maybe you started something like a new business or something, and it's got loads of positives to it, but there's just some worries there, some stresses for you. But the 9 of Swords does often talk about maybe stressing a bit too much. It's like the mind, really, allowing your mind to run away with itself, really, with all the negatives of something. So there is a little bit of that going on as well with the 9 of Swords, because all your other cards are very positive at the moment. So let's get now some cards on what to expect then. What can pile number 3, what can they expect coming up in terms of finance and career? Yeah, there's definitely a desire at the moment for you to manifest something else, a Magician, or to maybe you have manifested it, and you've got such a lot of hope and desire for it to be successful. You really want it to be successful. Maybe it's a bit of a risk. Maybe it feels like a bit of a risk, and that might be why we've got the 9 of Swords here, that you're worried about it. So maybe it feels like a little bit of a risk, but you can see, or you feel that there's huge potential for it. And you really want it. You want it to bring prosperity to you. You want it to make you feel. You want it to bring you independence. I feel like you want it to bring you financial independence. Certainly here. Okay, so what is? Some of you might be getting lots of tarot readings on this for guidance here with the Magician, looking at all these tarot cards. You might be getting a lot of guidance, listening to lots of different readers, or getting private readings on this. Let's see. The pile number 3, what can they expect next in terms of their career and finance? So we have the King of Pentacles. Okay, that's a good start. We have, oh my goodness, the King and Queen of Pentacles, amazing. The 8 of Cups. And the 9 of Pentacles. Wow, I mean, 100% you're going to get a lot of money here. And the 7 of Cups. So, gosh, I feel that certainly what's coming up for you is a huge amount of prosperity, pile number 3. I mean, you've got the King and the Queen of Pentacles. They are, you know, the top court cards for starters, and the top court cards in the Pentacles suit, which is the suit that you want when you're talking about finances and career. So, I mean, they are very, very, very prosperous. They live very comfortably. They also live in the realms of their dreams that they have created for themselves. So I would definitely say that you are certainly going to be so well off. Many of you might be working in finance here. You might literally be working in finance. I don't know if you can see that. So many of you might be working in finance. Many of you might be managers. I would say with all this King and Queen energy that you definitely work for yourself, or you will be working for yourself, or you will be in charge in whatever you are doing, for sure. So maybe some of you are moving into management positions. Maybe some of you are working for yourselves. Maybe some of you are making money on the internet here with this computer, looking at all it looks like their analytics and their graphs and everything. So maybe they are increasing. Maybe your earnings are going to increase from whatever it is you're doing on the internet, or whatever it is you're doing in finance, working with money. Some of you might be creatives here, where you're definitely going to be leveling up, bossing up in terms of your... So some of you might have a creative venture which is moving to the next level, because I've just realised you've got the Queen of Pentacles under the Queen of Pentacles. So if you've started something here and you're wondering whether it's going to work, it's definitely going to work. You are definitely going to expand here. All over your reading, you've got financial expansion and you've got expansion career-wise. So that's definitely coming in for you. And for many of you, that is either working for yourself, working in a position of authority, maybe in a manager's position. Some of you specifically on the internet, that involves working on the internet, working from home. So some of you, or many of you, will be working from home and gaining more money. It could be as well that you've got that sideline, or you've created that sideline, and it's just going to, you know, go viral. It's going to go mad. You're just going to be so successful here. You're going to be really successful. You're going to be getting all the customers that you want. You are going to be, you know, getting loads of demand for your service. It's just going to be really, really, really successful. And if you're in a company, I would say that people are going to be looking to you for guidance, for support. You're going to be in that position of authority. You are going to be seen as an expert in your field. Now, with the 8 of Cups, it might mean that you have to let go of something else. So some of you might be walking away from something in order to make this happen, because the 8 of Cups is a walking away energy. So some of you might be leaving something behind, might be leaving a state of lack behind, might be leaving something that makes you feel stuck, that's not giving you what you need, that's not where there's no room for expansion. It's just all stress and worry. So you're actually getting rid of that, because you know you've had enough of that. It's not something that you need or want in your life anymore. So some of you could be leaving a company to go and work for another company where you're getting much more. That might be why you've got the ship. You're literally journeying to something else. You're moving on to something else that's going to give you more opportunities, better prospects, that kind of thing. And again, you've got the 9 of Pentacles. So this is also a card of independence and working for yourself. So I can't help feeling that many of you are working for yourselves. Many of you in this pile are maybe creatives or entrepreneurs. And yeah, you are, because both of these are about, look, this person's got lots of jewelry. This person's making her own clothing. This guy is counting money on the desk and looking at his computer screen. But they're all sort of at home, aren't they? So I feel like many of you are actually going to be working for yourself, maybe being home-based. So maybe you're moving from working in an office to working in your own home. and that's going to be something that's going to be so much more comfortable and also just bring you more money. Or it could be that, you know, you have been working for yourself but in another venue, and you're just going to be bringing that home and cutting down on costs or something like that. Again, the overarching energy is the Seven of Cups. Well, the Seven of Cups is a card of dreams. So maybe at the moment it feels like it's a dream, a fantasy that you're just beginning to ground, just beginning to bring into reality. Or maybe some of you have lots of different strings to your bow. So, you know, have lots of different ideas, lots of different things. And any one of those ideas, if you choose to develop them, or if you choose to develop more of them, are going to lead to prosperity. So you might be at the moment in the kind of ideas stage, have a number of different ideas about what you want to do, you know, which actually shows all of these different ideas here. And any one of those is going to lead to financial abundance, security, stability. But it does require you to leave something here, to leave something behind. Look, we've got here, we've even got prizes. We've got the word prizes on this card. So it's going to lead to a prize. Whatever choice you make is going to lead to prizes for you, for sure, with the Seven of Cups here. I feel like the world's your oyster. You know, I feel like with pile number 3, you know, the world is your oyster. You could more or less pick whatever you wanted out of those interests. I feel like you probably are also a person that has a lot of interests, a lot of skills maybe, a lot of abilities, and that again shows it all here. So you're somebody who has loads of choices, loads of opportunities. You're not short of that. So you're not short of ideas on what to develop. And it's really, you know, you could choose any one of those and, you know, be successful, really. So maybe the Eight of Cups is about you letting go of, or sort of doing a little bit of an elimination process. So, okay, so what, you know, so I might want to be a jewellery maker. I'm good at making jewellery. I'm good at sewing and creating clothes and designing clothes. And I'm great at, you know, investing, just say for example. But what one do I really, really want to go for? What one do I really want to hone in and focus on? Because this can also be a card of, you know, just having too much choice sometimes. So maybe the Eight of Cups is about you saying, okay, well, maybe I need to just release or let go of the ones that I'm, you know, not so keen on. So maybe I have to sit down and think, okay, so if somebody said to me, what one of these skills could you absolutely not do without, right? So, and if I sat there and they said to me I had 5 seconds to respond, and you had 5 seconds, you thought, right, jewellery making. So that might be just one way in which I'm not suggesting you have to do it that way, but I'm just saying the Eight of Cups could be a way of you eliminating some of those choices so that you can then focus and home in on one. And that might be as well what the stress is about. So maybe at the moment you've got all these different ideas, you want to start something, you know it can lead to success, but maybe you're just a bit stressed and worried about, oh gosh, which one do I go for? And so the advice here is, you know, to think about, okay, what's the one that you really, really, if push comes to shove, could not do without? That might be what you want to think about. But any one of them, but saying that, any one of them will lead to success. This is just about what one's going to make you maybe the most happy, really. Because often if we have lots of different, it's great to have lots of different ideas, of course, it's fantastic to have that kind of imagination and also have all those skills. I mean, you must be a super skilled person, pile number 3. But when you're starting off something, you want to focus, don't you, on that and try and build it. So maybe there's a message here around, you know, yeah, it's great you've got all those skills and you know, you will be able to use them at some point, but maybe it's about you now sort of maybe focusing on the one that you really want to develop. And whatever that one is, it's gonna do well. Fantastic. So let's get out some charms on what pile number 3 can expect next in terms of career and finance. So we've got, yes, definitely with the heart here, you're going to love, you're definitely going to love your life. You're going to love what's going to be happening in terms of your career and finance. You're going to be doing something that you love. I think that's the thing, you're going to be doing something that you love. We have The lion here, yeah, you're going to be seen. I feel like the lion is, you know, lead animal of the jungle, if you like, or, you know, top of the jungle. He's always seen. It's also reminding me of Leo, that kind of Leo energy of being seen, being out there, being successful, all of that. So I feel like you are going to be successful. You are going to be a leader in your industry. You're going to be the one that people are going to be talking about, the one that people are going to be coming to. Yeah, you're going to be, you know, you're going to be top notch here with the King and the Queen of Pentacles. Some of you might be working with your partner here. That's the other thing. I had that in pile number 1, I think. Some of you could be literally working with your partner because we've got counterparts here. So some of you could be both. So maybe, you know, you're in a partnership and you're both thinking about developing ideas work-wise, maybe working together, but doing different aspects of the same thing, possibly. So maybe one of you is the creative and the other one is the person who handles all the business side of things. That could also be what's going on for some of you. And then we have the cat here. Yeah, so the cat tells me that there is, you know, longevity in this venture, really, because the cat has 9 lives. So, you know, even if there are ups and downs along the way, it's always going to come back. This situation is always going to come back. It's always going to revive. It's always going to be there. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so let's put that down there. So pile, is there anything else I want to say? No, I think that's it. So pile number 3, what a fantastic reading. So I hope you liked it. If you did, then please do hit the notification bell, the subscribe button, and the like button. Otherwise, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.